Awesome, and we're back with interior and exterior angles of triangles. All right, some is going to be easy, some of it's going to be still pretty easy. All right, so our essential question, which we lead off with, is how are interior angles and exterior angles of triangles related? All right. So to answer this, let's talk about interior angles of a triangle. Really, the interior angles of a triangle are just these guys, x, y, and z. So if we add them together, the sum of the measure of the interior angles of a triangle, I mean, some of you guys are screaming equal 180 degrees, and that's true. And in math symbols, just using algebra, this is what we got. Angle x plus angle y plus angle z, order doesn't matter, equals 180. And the definition of a triangle is basically a triangle is formed by three line segments that intersect only at their end points. A point where the line segments intersect is a vertex. The angel is the angel. The angle is formed by the segments that lie inside a triangle is an interior angle, and that's what we're talking about here, x, y, and z. So how am I going to ask you questions about this? So first, some easy stuff. I got to find the question mark. So for A, interior angles add up to 180. So I'm missing one of the interior angles, so I'm going to add them together. So 65 plus 57 is 122. And then I subtract that from 180, and I know that the last angle is 58 degrees. In the same way for B, I know that 40 plus 90 is 130, because this little red square does make it 90. Subtract that again from 180, and that, of course, gives us 50 degrees. In the same way for C, I add together 20 and 130, get 150. Subtract that from 180, and of course that gives me 30 degrees. Sweet. So I'm just finding the missing angle here. All right, so that was kind of review-ish. So let's go to the exterior angles of a triangle. So to find the exterior angles of a triangle, really what we got to do, and I did an illustration class, is the exterior angle, or angle 1 here, is equal to the sum of the measures of its two remote interior angles. All right, some vocabulary, remote. A and B, so the M here stands for the measure of angle A and the measure of angle B. If I add these two inside angles together, I will get the exterior angle here. All right, so in addition to its three interior angles, a triangle can have an exterior angle formed by one side of the triangle and the extension of the adjacent side. Each exterior angle of a triangle has two remote interior angles that are not adjacent or next to the exterior angle. So how am I going to ask you questions about this? All right, as these guys come in. So let's start simple and then ramp it up to slightly more difficult. So for example, D, I got the question mark is an exterior angle, and I actually have the two remote interior angles. So I know the exterior angle is the sum of the remote interior angles, so I add them together, and I know that the exterior angle is 120 degrees. Wait, if that's it, it's the same thing with E. I just add 25 and 80, and the question mark is 105. Okay, but that brings us to F. So example F is different because I have the exterior angle, and I want to find one of the interior angles. Well, if I add these two together, I get 120. So 50 plus question mark is 120. Subtract 50 from each side, the question mark is 70. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that straightforward. I can throw variables in there a little bit, but that's just all a review of equations, and 2 and 3 step equations or multi-step equations. So really, guys, just write your summary. Make sure your table of contents is updated. If you want extra practice, feel free to Google around. There's tons of practice for exterior and interior angles of triangles. And until then, keep doing the math.